and now you have to go buy an aftermarket device. This is the only one that I know of that you can use your original key fob. I know there's other remote starts out there that you can put on your vehicle and stuff, but I don't want to have to carry around 2 key fobs. I don't want to have to carry around a different key fob. I want the original key fob to do what I want it to do. So it's very sad and it's very frustrating that they don't give you a option, or they don't offer a free upgrade for something they sold the vehicle with. I mean, I don't care if I pay another subscription. I understand that that was what car sold with. But if you're just going to take out 3G network and say, oh, sorry, there's nothing we could do. We discontinued servicing parts for 2017 through 2019 models. So, yeah, good luck with your purchase. We appreciate your money. Now get off our face. Same thing that PS3 did. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous that they can market it as something and sell it and then take it away whenever things aren't going their way, whenever they don't like what people are doing with it. And it's not even the fact that people are doing wrong things or bad things. Like, I understand that having Linux on your PS3 created a vulnerability inside the system to be able to hack the firmware, but that's not my fault. Well, yeah, that's your fault. You should have made sure before marketing something, saying, "Hey, you buy this, you can put Linux, on your PS3." I just can't believe that people aren't outraged enough. I guess people just don't care. They just upgrade their vehicle. Like, I mean, it's a 2018 model vehicle, and it's it's not. It doesn't even have 120,000 miles on it, and it can't remote start. I see people that have older vehicles that have remote start, and it's so infuriating. It's infuriating to no degree. I mean, if Genesis would have at least given you some kind of a solution, saying, "Hey, you can connect it to Wi-Fi and remote start it," that would be better than absolutely nothing. And you still buying and paying for something that they promised it would have, and not disclosing that, oh, 3G services could be disconnected and this will leave you without remote start. Yeah, they didn't have to do that. They didn't care. They don't care. Yeah, remote start is definitely a basic feature at this point. They knew 3G was dying for years and still sold us the dream. Yeah, I 100%. The dealerships really love charging 500 for a key fob these days. That's true. They do. That's another thing. That's $500 for a useless non-remote start key fob. 400 for heated seats in a 2018. That's wild. Yeah. Yeah, Sony really said you could run Linux and pulled the rug. Classic bait and switch. Yeah, and they, I think they caught minimal flack for that. Let's see, PS3, Linux scandal. $10 years ago. The PS3 Linux scandal refers to the Sony 2010 mandatory firmware update that stripped PlayStation 3 of its advertised OtherOS capability. Not just Linux, OtherOS. Which I'm guessing is Linux. Based anyway. It just has to be Unix or whatever. Sony justified the removal, citing security concerns after hackers utilized the feature to jailbreak the console, which triggered years of class action litigation. Launch capabilities released in 2006. The original fat PlayStation 3 model included a built-in OtherOS feature that officially allowed users to install and run Linux or free BSD. Commercial scientific use. Sony initially marketed the console as an open computer system, which even led the U.S. Air Force to cluster hundreds of PlayStations together to build low-cost supercomputers. See? I mean, they made millions. They made millions off of this. You know, the government didn't pay original price for one PlayStation 3. There's no way. The government handed out money like it was like say how much money would it cost us to get PlayStation 3s for, right now? They gave them more than the asking price for a PlayStation 3, almost guaranteed, or whatever. There was some kind of backhandling money grab out there, or something like that through this deal. I'm sure. The jailbreak in 2010, hacker GeoHots, which he does common now, I believe, cracked the console hypervisor, leveraging the OtherOS feature to gain read-write access to the system memory and processor. Forced removal on April 1st, 2010. Sony released firmware update 3.21, a mandatory patch that permanently removed Linux supporting OtherOS features from all existing PS3s. PS3s. Oh my word! Sorry. Users who refused to install the update were blocked from the PlayStation Network and online gaming. Well, looky there. That's an absolute BS. The legal battle. Irate customers filed a class action lawsuit in California accusing Sony of breach of contract, false advertising, and unjustly disabling a valuable functionality that many relied upon or paid for. 100%. That is one of the only reasons I did not buy an Xbox over PlayStation 3. I mean, that's the reason I did not buy a Xbox. I bought a PlayStation 3 over an Xbox. I wanted that OtherOS feature. Users who refused to install the update. Yeah, all right. Let's see. 2016 settlement. After 6 years of legal battle, Sony agreed to a multi-million-dollar settlement. Original fat PS3 owners who could provide proof using the Linux feature were eligible for a $55 payout. $55 payout, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. Like, no. I want a whole refund for this console, and you can have this hunk of junk back, bro. Like, that's ridiculous. I'll go buy an Xbox. F that. I'm not paying you to lie to me and then rip something the reason I didn't buy an Xbox is all my other friends had Xboxes. Oh, I had a PS3. I wanted to be different. I wanted to have an OS. I was, geeking out. But no. They want to give you $55, bro. And how many people collected that? I would love to know how many people collected $55 payout. Well, those who bought the console based on the advertised feature but never used it were eligible for $9. So you had to prove that you used the feature, and wow, they got off easy because that increased the amount of PlayStation sales and got them in the door. Because I don't think anybody ever saw PlayStation or Sony PlayStation as like Xbox was running the show until after this debacle. They just had to wait it out, 5, 10 years. Yeah, they just had to wait it out. People forgot. Everybody already had a PlayStation 3 in their house. What are they gonna do? Go return it after 6 years? Wow. Yeah. 100%. Like Xbox could have released an OS featured Xbox, like, and completely changed the game, flipped the script. What is this? Oh, I mean, of course now you can do it. The device is jailbroken.
Still supports PS3 tools.
Bro. Sorry, I couldn't watch that. That was insanely bad. Timing of speech and whatever, you know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could put Linux on my PlayStation 3 now. It's jailbroken, but guess who doesn't care? Sony doesn't care. They're on the PlayStation 5, about to release another console without a disc. But you know, like Louis Rossman and Asmongold said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about a physical, non-physical disc. I mean, how many of you guys believe that actual full game is loaded to a physical disc that you buy at the store right now and you can put inside your console? How many people believe? How comes it takes you another 2 or 3 hours, depending on your Wi-Fi speed, to play that game after you put it inside your console? I'll tell you why. Because you have to download the whole game. The CD is a key. It's like what you buy online. The only difference is it's transferable between ownerships. That's the only difference of a physical copy. Oh, and the other difference is it can get lost, stolen. You can get lost, stolen, scratched, broken. What else is there? I know it's a little bit more difficult to scratch a Blu-ray disc than it is a regular disc, but still.